What's up, Jeff Gang? Welcome back to me complaining about something that frankly doesn't affect me personally whatsoever. If you couldn't already tell, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today and am pretty freaking angry. First of all, a few days ago I was watching some guy and he said, "Commentary channels are so stupid. Why do they always use a condenser microphone? Those are not made to speak into." And he was all on his high horse about how he used the right mic and everybody in the commentary channels was using wrong mics. And the mic he had in the video to demonstrate the wrong mic looked almost exactly like the one I was using. Essentially, I was one of the people he was calling dumb. I was one of the people he was making fun of. Well, here's a question, guy who thinks he knows everything about mics. Why didn't anybody tell me not to use a condenser mic? Why didn't YouTube tell me when I signed up, hey, condenser microphones aren't used to be speaking into? I didn't even know there was multiple types of microphones. I thought they were all supposed to be spoken into. And also, I didn't even buy this mic with the intent of making YouTube videos, so it's not my fault. I originally bought it for Jeffrey Phillips' debut album, Fortnite Keychain, which has unfortunately been put on an indefinite delay. But even worse, now that I have the knowledge that only dumb people use this type of mic, now I have to buy a different mic. And you know what? Mics are pretty expensive for cheap asses, which I am one. You're telling me I gotta pay $70 for a new mic? I could have bought myself a nice pair of khakis with that money. Now what am I supposed to do if I run into Jesus Christ on the street and he asks me for a pair of khakis? Give him a microphone that I bought and say, "Forgive me for my sins"? As you can see, I'm under a lot of stress right now. You know, schoolwork's been adding up. I have a lot of work to do. And most importantly, my TikTok For You page sucks. My TikTok For You page has been filled with a very certain TikTok trend that I honestly hate. And I consider it the worst trend on TikTok. Not because it's people doing horrible or fucked up things, but really because it's the laziest attempt at getting clout ever. It's simply not ethical TikTok posting. It's not even a trend really. It's more of a trend within a trend. More of a trendception, if you will. But nobody would click on this video if it was called the worst trendception on TikTok. So it's a trend. If any of you guys have been using TikTok, then most of you should be aware of this new song that's been trending. It's called Austin by Daisha. It's a bit of a country getup. It goes a little something like, "Did your boot stop working? Did your truck break? Truck break?" It's gotten up to 700,000 posts on TikTok, most of them being centered around dancing to the song, which I'm not even going to show because that's not even what I'm mad about. If I was mad about people dancing on TikTok, I think TikTok might just not be the app for me. No, what I am mad about is the amount of low effort bullshit using this sound that is getting millions of likes. Now, I'm no saint, I will admit. I've made a low effort post from time to time, but this is just taking it too far. There's Exhibit 1, the horny guy. POV, you're a guy watching this trend. If you know, you know. POV, every guy right now. Okay, first of all, the exaggeration police called, "You're going to jail for murder." Second of all, ladies, listen up. Jeffrey P, love expert here. If you are with a guy or talking to a guy who genuinely watches TikToks of other girls dancing for entertainment, huge red flag. A guy going on the sound and genuinely scrolling nonstop watching random girls dancing, that's a little bit weird, right? How could you genuinely find that entertaining unless it was for some nefarious reasons? And last of all, fucking 3.1 million likes on that? Daddy's jealous. Daddy wants a piece of that pie. Then there's Exhibit 2 of low effort content, the haters. And this one frankly makes me even more mad. Like, don't get me wrong, I love hating on things. It's like half my personality. But for this sound, there's different subsets of hating, and they all come off as salty babies. First, there's the POV, you're a man watching this trend. Except this time he's looking at his phone with contempt and then putting it down. And the caption is, "Ew." Way to just contradict the horny men from earlier. Which is it, men? Do you like the trend or not? You can't have your cake and eat it too. But more importantly, holy shit, is this guy's mustache awesome. Holy cannoli, man, you are rocking that thing. Why is your heart so full of hatred when you have everything a man could ever want? You couldn't have just made the post, POV, holy fuck, I have the best mustache in the world. I'm like some sort of cool ass cowboy from the Wild West. There's not that many people who make me feel insecure, but damn, if I had his mustache, I wouldn't even care if I died anymore. I'd have an open casket funeral just to show more people my mustache. Looking at this guy's account, it's clear he's an actual country fan, which is one of the other reasons people really hate this trend. So-called true country fans are really upset about people wearing boots and cowboy hats and dancing to a country song. I've never seen so many shorts up ass and sheen boots since this trend. I've never seen so many shorts up girls' asses, non-broken in boots from Sheens, on girls who didn't even know who George Strait is. And there's also another post with the exact same wording. I didn't even know who George Strait was either, so I searched him up on Google. Turns out he's like a pioneer of the country genre. Pretty cool, I guess. Why the hell would that matter when it comes to a TikTok dance? I swear these country fans are acting like their culture is being stolen. When has knowing a pioneer of the genre ever mattered when it comes to TikTok dancing? There have been thousands of hip hop songs as trends on TikTok. I don't see anybody saying, why are there so many people dancing to this song? I bet they don't even know who the Sugar Hill Gang is. Like, be for real, country fans. That shit does not matter. Also, when they're referring to Sheen boots, they're talking about cheap versions of boots. Which once again, when has dressing up like a cowboy ever been a point of contention? Like, no way you're trying to gatekeep dressing up as a cowboy by saying they're wearing non-worn-in boots. It's a costume. Who gives a shit? You don't go to a Halloween party and go up to someone wearing a cowboy costume and complain about their boots not being worn in. I don't know how big of an ego you have to think you can gatekeep a country song. Frankly, you can't do that. You just can't. This is America, baby. Land of the free, home of the brave. Land of the AR-15, home of kids in the grave. But here's the thing. I can excuse all of that. All of that is not why I'm mad. I know my passionate argue might suggest differently, but I promise, guys, that's not why I'm mad. And when it comes to me, a promise means something. There's actually two sides of my problem. And the other side is another viral song on TikTok, End of Beginning by Dijo. If you haven't heard it before, allow me. And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. This song is actually way more popular than the other song with over 2 million posts on TikTok. But the reason I bring it up is for the same exact reason. There's an abundance of low effort posts that just evolve into, wow, why are there so many people using the sound right now? Or every single man in the world right now. And it's just some guy looking at his phone with different camera angles. I really don't know what video he could possibly be referring to. But if I didn't know this was a catchy trend on TikTok, I would have just assumed this was some deep social commentary. Damn. We really do be on our phone all the time. But here's the reason I'm actually mad. I've never once got a dancing video of the Austin song on my For You page, and I barely get any actual content of the Dijo song on my For You page. My For You page is just full of different posts talking about how much a trend is on their For You page, but the trend is never on my For You page, and I feel like I am going insane. What the fuck are you talking about? I do not see any half-naked girls doing this trend. All I see is people talking about how there is half-naked girls doing this trend. Which is funny because the whole point of these posts is to be relatable, or at least depends on you seeing the trend. And I literally do not see the same thing that they do on their For You page. I do not relate in the slightest. It just leaves me with posts that essentially mean nothing to me. And that's what I'm angry about. This low effort content is ruining my For You page. I just want to go back to the good old days when I could see this. But no, now I'm stuck with salty person using POV incorrectly. However, you know what? Despite my For You page being filled with non-relatable content for me, I decided to let my anger go and stop using TikTok for a little bit. And when I came back, it got better. It really did. I was not seeing these same low effort posts anymore on my For You page. Life was finally getting better for me. And then the funniest thing happened. Sir, a third popular TikTok trend has hit the Jeffrey Phillips For You page. Oh, hell no! Much to my dismay, a new song has been popping its pussy on TikTok lately. You may have heard of it. It's called Praise Jah in the Moonlight. It's by YG Marley, who I guess is the grandson of some guy named Bob. Apparently that guy made good music, I guess. Well, the trend using this song is the most absurd, low effort, interaction bait, hating ass bitch stuff I've ever seen. It all started when this very popular creator did a TikTok where she lip syncs to it, and it blew up. I'm not going to show you the video because once again, I never saw the video and I want to give you the true Jeff P experience. But subsequently after that video started to go viral, a bunch of, I'll say it, clout chasers made this template for videos. POV, that one girl on your For You page with 19 million likes. That one girl with 12 million likes. POV, that girl with 14 million likes. And this just pisses me off because when you use a POV template, you are usually supposed to follow it with like a comical, satirical version of the trend, not just do the trend. If you want to do the trend, you can just do it. You don't have to hide behind this POV bullshit. It's not even a POV. Oh, and might I add another thing that's just annoying? I hate how they can't be specific either. It's always, oh, that one girl with X amount of likes. And I know why they do it. It's just to make you comment and interact with the post. But it's just so stupid, especially when it's referring to random ass videos that aren't even that popular. That one girl with 3.5 million likes. That could literally be at least 20 different people at this point. And even worse are the people who are doing the trend while also hating on the trend. Girls on my FYP right now. Gee, thanks. You might as well have made a post saying, guys, there's a popular trend on my For You page. She's gorgeous, but 13 million likes? Damn. Once again, obviously just trying to stir up drama so she herself can do the trend. Plenty of other people did this same thing too, and it just annoys me because every time there's a wildly successful post, people will act like it's some crazy opinion to say, actually, that person should not have got that many likes. And it's just like, okay, what about any TikTok video deserves likes? Going insanely viral like 19 million likes plus is a crapshoot. I mean, a literal picture of an egg was the top like post on Instagram. And if you're going to go on the internet complaining about who should get likes or not, the guy who simply recorded himself and wrote a sentence should probably not deserve 300k likes. And for my last complaints about clout chasing trends, it's one last version and it happens whenever there's a new viral video that pops up on TikTok. And I'll just show you the video. I think the reason these posts make me so mad is because there's no creativity or something original coming from them. It's just the most basic observations of all time. Like, you're right, that girl on your For You page did have 19 million likes. I'm sure those girls on your For You page did do dances with shorts up their ass. Yeah, that one chocolate strawberry video did get passed up by that girl who did that trend. Thanks for spelling that out for me, Brooke Monk. I really appreciate it. But it just feels like when I see those posts on my For You page, they're just made to piggyback off something that's already popular and they know will get likes. And even worse, they do it without even adding something to it or even doing the trend half the time. It's simply lazy content creation. And on an app where I know there's so many different creators trying to do something new and creative, it hurts to know that the algorithm is against them. The algorithm is made to promote the easiest and most basic content to make. But then again, that's how it's always been. People like relatable content. It's just like those boomer posts and the Minion memes. It's all relatable content in the end. And whether we like it or not, I guess, relatable content will always be successful. That's gonna be it for me today. Sorry if this wasn't as long as usual. It has actually been pretty busy for me, so sometimes I gotta make it quick. I gotta keep it quick for my fans. And also, I have to make sure I end this recording soon because my laptop is at 5% and I forgot to bring my charger home. I love you guys. Bye, Jeff King. Subscribe, please.